Welcome to our channel. Today we're traveling to Mazamitla, which is a Pueblo Magico. We'll explain that later. And it's about a 2.5 hour drive from where we live. In the background, you'll hear a little chatter and our
This is
friend
the
Juan, who is guiding us.
Mirador to Jocotepec. It's gorgeous.
Stuff, and then I do the little chat.
So Juan was born and raised in this area, and as we tour, he'll be giving us historical facts about the area.
Well, today is pretty clear, so that's very good. We can see this is Jocotepec town. Okay, if you guys see here straight, there is the church and the main plaza, and then the town. All the way to the left by the water, where is that building? You can see it there. It's like two buildings. Big ones are apartments here straight, just behind the river. From there, all the way to the right is the Malecón by the water.
Ah.
Okay? All the white tents that you guys see there are berry farms. They farm berries.
Berry
Like
farms.
strawberries.
Trader Joe?
Yeah, Driscoll's.
Yeah, Driscoll's
Yep.
pay these guys
If it says
to
Yeah.
farm.
Chronic of Mexico, you're eating. Well, here we go, feel that.
So here Jocotepec is the end of the lake on the east side. In the west side, the town is called Jamay.
It's called what?
Jamay.
Kamite.
Jamay.
Oh,
Jamay.
Haimai.
Okay.
Jamay.
Is the Hamai at the other end of the lake?
Exactly, on the west.
The same.
On the west side.
The same name.
Jamay. It's the one that I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Okay.
Sí.
Okay. They
So-
make furniture, I think, there or something.
No, that one is Ocotlan. Ocotlan is a little bit before.
Okay.
Oh,
Then is Jamay, then is La Barca.
Yeah.
And then you start rounding
Yeah.
from the other side and
Yeah.
you get to Michoacan.
Yeah.
So the lake is 90% Jalisco, 10% Michoacan. We are in Jalisco.
I didn't realize we were that close to Michoacan.
We are just beside. Here, actually, Mazamitla is very close to the border. Can I say it like that? State border. So that's why that area, and after Tuxcueca, going to Michoacan, across the lake on the other side, it's kind of, sometimes it's kind of dangerous. The cartel is trying to get exactly. But it's fine. I mean, nothing happened unless you are looking for problems. Like everywhere in the world, you know? Or if you are in a bad place in a wrong time. It's not very common that happens, that stuff, like in the middle of the, in the daytime, you know? If you are at 4 a.m. somewhere there, so I don't think it's a good idea.
yeah.
So it's pretty safe. So we can see Scorpion Island all the way there.
right.
So,
There. Is that
see,
Tipping out.
between the post lights, just in the very middle, you can see it. It's all the way there. No. There is many trails to go all the way until the top. And the most, it is nice when we go to the top. Each mountain, all mountains are connected. There is one trail that goes all the way until
So I ventured away from the crowd for a second to get a shot of this map, which shows the various towns around the lake. And we started this journey early. We left about 8 a.m. and it's about a 2.5 hour drive. And you can hear trucks and so forth in the background. We're on the highway and we stopped at this, what he calls a mirador area, which allows us to be able to, we're up high and we can look down over the town of Jocotepec. We finally arrived in Mazamitla, and we're parking the car and getting ready to go on our walking tour.
Right. Yeah.
This is nice. I know you some parts.
It's really pretty.
And this is original. Most of the houses made with adobe. Okay? All of them. Adobe. Actually, the base there, we can see there, is adobe also. That
Ay.
material lasts forever.
Yeah.
No maintenance is different. Okay, I think they filmed it here and Peru. See, actually, I have friends from Romania, and those guys knew.
We're just starting to really get into the town itself, and you can now begin to see, based on the architectural style here, lots of wood, beams from trees and that kind of thing. That does have kind of a Swiss flavor to the downtown, to the surrounding town. This guy is cooking, is grilling some meat. It looks kind of like shawarma in the way it's cooked, but it's not shawarma. It's something else. It's local to this area. And the town just is much larger than I expected it to be. It kind of reminds me of Helen in Georgia, outside of Atlanta, but it's a much bigger area than Helen occupies.
Oh, wow. Bonito.
The way to conquer this was two different ways: religion and war. Okay, war, fighting. Okay? So depend how the Spanish see the people from the communities is their strategy. So first, how you friendly, today, first, religion. We are in peace, this is our God, blah blah blah, the Virgin and etc. Catholics everywhere. So obsidian was used to make weapons and tools, knives and all that kind of stuff. So that's why everything is connected, you know? Same as when the Spanish tried to conquer down there in Mezcala, Chapala and all that. Cocas and the indigenous who was living around the lake got help from indigenous that they were not here. What that means? That they were connected in some way. People from here were helping them.
So the obsidian is mostly here, not in Mezcala.
Exactly.
Okay.
But that is not the material. The material is the soil. There is one soil red that you can see everywhere that is called tesontli. That if you make it's hard when it gets dry.
Yeah.
So it's like concrete, it's like cemento. So they put the rocks, and between the rocks they put that and then another rock to make it hard. The walls and everything, not only the rock. Of course the rocks were heavy and big rocks, you know. But these also make it, you know, for the canyons and everything stronger. So that's why I'm saying that everything is connected. Indigenous from here, indigenous from there. So also weapons, you know, the arrows and everything, rocks. When you guys went to Mezcal Island, I don't know with who you went, but there is one slingshot. It's called, right?
We saw that. We have one.
So they use that plus obsidian things. No weapons.
And we went to remember the little museum where they had all the arrows, heads. And,
See. So that museum, the founder is the guy that I know.
Oh, really?
His name is Ezekiel,
Okay.
the historian.
Oh.
Did we meet him?
See? Ezekiel.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So, well, that's another story.
Okay.
Of course, in every Mexican town on the plaza is a church, similar to like in Europe. You got the churches everywhere, and this is a beautiful one.
Where do you guys come from?
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Hola, buenos días.
Buenos días.
Bienvenidos.
Gracias.
¿De dónde vienen?
Vivimos Chapala.
Ah, de
Chapala,
Chapala.
de Chapala, sí.
Mire, mucho gusto de que hayan venido aquí a Mazamitla. ¿Es primera vez? ¿O ya habían venido?
sí, primero. Sí. ¿Aquí?
Sí, sí.
A ver, ¿cómo les parece aquí Mazamitla?
Es muy bonita. Muy bonita.
Gracias.
Muy bonita.
I get to see it, learning,
Okay, we lost our people.
We lost our people. But surely they will know that we are not with them. There they are. Trying to get. Pasteles. Ew. That's what you want. No, they have all these. And over here, yeah, there's some cookies.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's cookie. And
Now,
there's
we don't
some
eat a lot of
toast.
sweets, but occasionally we can't resist. And fortunately for us, their pastries are not very sweet. They're just perfect. You're not over inundated with
It looks
sugar.
good. That's why. Which one do we want? Oh my gosh. I think I want one of these.
Here we're getting loaded onto the truck ride that takes us to the waterfall here in Mazamitla. It's called El Salto, and it's a really pretty fall, as you'll see in a minute.
I'm living in Park in Pulaski for
for 5 years,
Okay.
and I'm living with planes for 21 years.
Wow.
Those planes.
Roll back.
Oh, no.
Planes.
Oh,
Flew on Milwaukee, no Milwaukee. East. ¿Cómo se llama todo Nice place there.
Now this is a really bumpy ride. We've shortened this, but it's cobblestones all the way down to the waterfall section through these roads that run through, actually it runs through a residential section where you can rent these cabins for the weekend or week or however long you want to visit. But as you can see, it's really bumpy, so we're just hanging on for dear life as we head down the hillside to the waterfalls. Many of the homes you'll see along this route are available for rent. People buy them, they build them, and they make them available as rentals. And so you can reserve one for your vacation. And with that, you literally stay inside this area where the waterfalls, as you'll see, is located. And so many people hike down these roads to the falls as their morning or afternoon exercise.
We just got off the bus and we're headed toward the entrance to the hike to the waterfall. And there's just so much there's natural beauty along the way. You see, the plants are just magnificent. They're large and healthy looking, and the beautiful streams, and it's just really a sight to behold. And so when we get ready for the walk, I'm going to speed it up a little bit because it was like, how long was it, Daryl?
A good
The
5 minutes or so down the hill.
five or 8 minutes to get down the hill, and it was kind of treacherous, so we had to really be careful. I didn't wear my hiking boots. What was I thinking? We're approaching the waterfall, and it is gorgeous. And we happened to get there at the time that another young lady was doing a photo shoot, and she was doing a nude photo shoot, completely naked. So we thought that we would just block that out so as not to offend anyone. It didn't really bother us, but we didn't want to offend any of our audience. So that's what those little blurred spots are.
And now's the challenge to get back up the hill. You know, what goes down must go back up. And so we're climbing the steps, and we're doing so cautiously and taking breaks on the way so that we don't wear ourselves out. It's not a competition, so we're taking our time, and it's pretty steep going straight back up.
And y'all, I want you to know that this was not an easy trek up. Fortunately, we are very fit and very healthy, and so we took one for the team. we got up like champions. But child, after I got back up, that was it for me. I had to spread out on a bench and rest for a moment. And of course, this great photographer of mine captured that image. You'll see it somewhere in one of these presentations. If I had thought and known, I would have brought my hiking boots. But instead I wore sneakers, but that's better than the alternative. I could have worn some of my nice leather shoes, not knowing that this would be the result of our tour. Okay, so we climbed up and down to the waterfall, and then we made it back up and down. So we survived the hike and burned some much needed calories. Yay!
Happy birthday! Oh, and Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Happy present? Are you kidding me? Merry Christmas present for your birthday present. Yeah. Yeah. We've been screwed our whole lives. You never heard that, but you never know. In the movie.
All of them are skinny, you can see the ribs and stuff.
Yeah.
These ones look okay.
They don't feed them very well.
He looks healthy.
All these ones, all of them look very good. They're in very good shape. And the ones in a gigan there, they are skinny.
Stirrups are way too long.
Yeah, for her. Yeah, you're right. We'll probably adjust them.
I guess. Oh, there it goes. Oh, he's not putting it down in the metal part.
Oh, I see. She's
Más los 700 de otro día, ¿eh? Casi 20,000 y tantos. Estos fueron los 20,000.
Come on, girl. Come on.
Yeah, horses know where to go here. I mean, like on trail horses,
Yeah.
they know where the barn is.
Adios.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe and give us a thumbs up.
See you in the next video.